What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is episode 7 of That Hot D.
That Hot D, everyone's
That Hot
favorite.
D, House of the Dragon. This episode is called Driftmark, because that's a place. And I'm assuming we're going to go there.
Yeah, I'm assuming Damon's going to go there, because obviously...
Because his wife's dead.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
How much time do you think has passed between last episode and this one?
Like 2 months.
Okay. I like 2 months.
Yeah.
Do you think Corlys is still alive?
No.
I want him to... I like Corlys a lot.
I want him to... Well, he might be.
He just wasn't in last episode and it made me nervous.
I know. I want him to be, but
I think he
Game
is,
of Thrones.
I think he's just because I think that if he died, it would have happened. It either would have happened on screen or we would have found out about it last week.
We would have heard about it. You're right. Yeah. He's probably alive. He's
so
probably in this.
I'm hoping we're going to Driftmark to see Corlys.
Yeah.
We don't watch the next episode previews. We avoid as much as possible to keep this as fresh as we can.
Fresh.
So we have literally no idea. People are like, he was in all of the trailers, and we're like, oh, we don't know. If you want to follow along with the full-length reactions, go over to patreon.com/nerdynightly, and you can become a patron. And you can watch full-length reactions, hang out with us, drink tea out of mugs from shows that we don't do anymore. But let's get into Driftmark. One thing I do like about the show is they never do the
Is that a coffin?
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's...
Corlys is alive! Okay, sorry. I know it's a funeral, but... he looks the same.
Oh!
Oh! Oh! Really, Aegon?
Yeah, he's a dick.
What a little shit. Damon laughing, I get. I've laughed at funerals. Sometimes you don't. Like, being bored is one thing. But
yeah.
Sometimes you don't know how to feel it. It's tough, right? Although I've only ever been to funerals for very old people, where it's kind of a party because you're really celebrating their life, and it's not like it got cut crazy short.
Right? Yeah.
So I've never had an experience like that.
4 dragons.
5.
Wait, what?
We're 5.
Can I not count?
Maybe I count. I might be adding dragons.
I don't know. Don't trust either of us. We're bisexual.
I love how much detail has been shoved into the shots so far.
Yeah.
They're just like, here's all the information you need to know. It's all here.
That look.
She's been harrowing on warning Lord Laenor Sahara.
The Vhagar are our kin, and the Strongs are not. You got me. Do you understand?
That's tough.
Yeah.
That kid's like, my dad's dead. Why am I here? Is this the episode?
Dragons, the flesh.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You marry her then.
I would perform my duty if Mum had only betrothed us.
They're...
Yeah, of course they're betrothed. They're Targaryens. Incest.
It is only a look of pride, Sir Criston. Larys is the new Lord of Harrenhal.
Wonder how that happened. Oof. The kids are so innocent, and they won't be for long.
The Lord of the Tides rules the sea.
Sorry, I don't want to.
It's your birthright, lad.
If I'm the Lord of Driftmark, it means everyone's dead.
Whoa!
Oh.
That hurt.
I don't want Mother to be gone.
The kids are all crushing it.
I know, what the hell?
Yeah.
Where'd they find so many good kid actors?
It's crazy. Oh my god, this is the tension in this is wild.
I know, like I want to throw up.
The way they're like subtly showing the divisions between the parents in the way that the kids are uncomfortably interacting with each other is such a like nice little like morsel of
Yeah, because they don't know any better. Like they're just caught in the middle of.
yeah, they're just doing their best, right? Where is Rhaenyra's husband? There he is. Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah.
Retrieve your patron. Brother.
He?
He's Craig, the Rhaenyra's husband's lover.
Oh.
He was the guy that she's like, bring your boy. We need
He
all the
looks-
swords we can get.
I guess he just looks very different in the blue because I did not recognize him at all.
She's still hot for her uncle.
Oh yeah.
I know we've had our differences, but let them pass with the years.
That's one word for it.
Brother.
Sorry for your loss, my prince.
No matter how fat the leech grows, it always wants for another meal.
What a line!
I'm going to bed, Emma.
I'm going to bed Emma? He's losing it. He's lost it. It's sad. He's just trying to be a good dude by everybody and is not working out for him.
Yeah.
Although he's been king for like 16 years since the first episode, so he's not like a total failure. He's just upset, dude. Like,
Yeah, like
he's grieving his sister.
I know.
Yeah. Huh. Is this when he gets his drag? Is he gonna ride Vhagar?
Maybe.
Because he doesn't have a dragon, right?
Right.
It's not justice for your wife that drives you, it is your own ambition. I gave up the idea of wearing a crown a generation ago. It is you, Lord Husband, who refuses to abandon this pursuit, even now at the cost of our children.
History does not remember blood. It remembers names.
He's not wrong.
I thought Corlys would be more on the like F those boys train. And he's not in a way that I'm like,
It's nice.
Cool, dude.
Yeah, he's like they're boys and they like are my grandsons in this way.
yeah. But Rhaenys is practical. I love this. What a lad.
Harren's curse is said to be as strong now as it was after the conquest.
It's a ghost story. One Sir Otto and the Queen would gladly exploit.
I do not believe Alicent's capable of cold murder.
She's not.
No,
That was all.
but Daemon is right. That is still where the blame lies, right?
Sure, Alicent did not realize it, but
Yeah.
she still fucked up.
You?
If you're accusing me of some depravity, you'll need to be more specific.
I think the scene is going to keep getting darker until it's just a like slow blackout.
Yeah.
You abandoned me.
I spared you. You were a child.
Yes. Yes, I was a child.
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra argues that her uncle should have married her when she was a child was not on my bingo card for this episode.
But hey, there it is.
My life would have been better if my uncle had married me when I was 15 is a weird plot line.
Yeah. My uncle who put me in a position where people thought that we were intimate, and then I was intimate with someone else who then ruined my life is great. It's just so many layers. Like
they're about to bone down on the beach?
I don't think they're on the beach.
Oh, okay. I missed. They're in that little boat.
The sand is, okay.
Look, beach sex is fun. The cleanup is the problem. But the actual during the act, because they can spread her dress out and
Oh, okay, yeah, like a towel.
Have that be the towel, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, incest.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, I thought he was watching them.
Yeah, I got a little bit worried as well.
I think this kid is gonna be... I'm excited for him.
I think he's gonna die.
No, I think he's gonna be like a kick-ass dragon rider. And I'm really excited for it.
I would like that, but that would be too heavy.
Because his sister was like, you have to close an eye to ride a dragon. So I think he's literally gonna lose an eye and become the one-eyed dragon rider. I don't think they would have shown her having the vision of him if there was no follow-up to it.
Yeah.
That was a good time to mention. The new iPhone 14 Pro has great low light photography settings.
Wow. Not sponsored.
Not a hashtag, not a spawn. Wow. That's a cool shot. Is he gonna just climb a sleeping dragon? Aemond is fearless.
Truly.
I like this kid.
The things that you'll do when you're bullied.
You know what? True. That's true.
The carry.
The cojones on this boy.
For reals. Oh boy.
Whoa! Let's go, Aemond! Let's go!
I'm so nervous.
I'm not. This is rad. This poor boy's been picked on and he's been bullied, and maybe I see a little bit too much of my own childhood in him, but now he rides the big daddy-o dragon. Nobody's gonna say shit to Aemond now.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't fall off. I mean...
There's ropes and shit, he's fine.
Soves! Dohairas, Vhagar! Soves!
I'm really glad they showed all this, going through the bonding of a dragon.
Yeah.
This is cool. Oh, that's their mommy's dragon. Oh no. It's so big.
Oh my god. I feel like you'd just be blown off of that thing. That's what I mean, though.
Come on, you got this. Yes!
Yeah, fair.
If I was 12 years old when this show came out, this would be my favorite scene in cinema history.
Yeah, truly. This is like if you take Harry riding Buckbeak and you bump it up to 1 million.
Yeah. Oh, I get it, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But if you take Harry riding Buckbeak and you take the brightness down by like 25%.
Yes, you're right.
It's him.
It's me.
Vhagar is my mother's dragon.
Your mother's dead. Vhagar has a new rider now. Yeah. Maybe your cousins can find you a pig to ride. It would suit you.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
My God. Oh no, he's an asshole now.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Oh!
No.
You will die screaming in flames just as your father did. Bastards.
I don't like kids fighting.
Oh!
She's there's a white.
Oh!
Gods be good.
It will heal, will it not, Maester?
The flesh will heal,
Oh!
but the eyes lost your grace.
Who did this?
They attacked me. He attacked Baylor. They took us. Put me down.
Damon's having fun.
He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Where's Sir Laenor? I wonder the boy's father. Perhaps he might have something to say in the matter.
Yes, where is Sir Laenor?
Entertaining his young squires, I would venture.
Aemond.
God. Is anyone walking out of this room alive? Oh.
Aegon! Tell me the truth of it!
We know, Father. Everyone knows. Just look at them.
Fuck!
What would you have me do?
There is a debt to be paid. I shall have one of her son's eyes in return.
What?
Fuck is wrong with her?
Do not allow your temper to guide your judgment.
I'm gonna cut out a kid's eye? The
Sir Kristen, bring me the Eye of Lucerys Velaryon.
Mother.
Alicent.
He can choose which eye to keep, a privilege he did not grant my son.
You will do no such thing.
Stay your hand.
No, you have sworn to me!
As your protector, my queen.
Not as your child executioner. Oh my God.
She is the worst.
Yeah.
And let it be known, anyone whose tongue dares to question the birth of Princess Rhaenyra's sons should have it removed.
I'm surprised Corlys didn't have more to say about his granddaughters being beat on.
Yeah.
Alicent, stay with the king! Hold your ground!
And to even that you feel entitled.
Exhausting, wasn't it? Hiding beneath the cloak of your own righteousness.
Oh!
Do not mourn me, Mother. It was a fair exchange. I may have lost an eye, but I gained a dragon.
Oh my God, this has been like the most tense episode of television ever.
Would you trade an eye for a dragon?
Maybe.
I would. I don't need both.
Maybe.
What do I need depth perception for? You know what I mean? If I can ride a dragon. I do like the idea though that Aemond's gonna crash Vhagar into things because he doesn't know how far away they are.
I think Vhagar knows that.
I've never seen that side of you, my daughter. I even doubted its existence.
It was an ugly thing, I regret it.
We play an ugly game.
Oh no!
And now, for the first time, I see that you have the determination to win it.
God damn it.
what that rogue Aemond has done in winning Vhagar to our side. The boy was right. It's worth 1,000 times the price he paid.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Otto sucks.
Yep.
But he's a brilliant, brilliant man. And that makes him scary. He scares me more than anyone on the show.
Yeah.
What happened?
All right.
A broken nose is the worst.
Thank you, mister. Leave us.
Well, someone's missing an eye, so...
Yeah, that's probably the worst.
I should have been there.
There should be our house words. You are an honourable man. With a good heart. It's a rare thing.
He's too sweet for this world.
We made an arrangement all those years ago to do our duty and yet explore happiness.
Laenor.
You deserve better than what I have been. You deserve a husband.
He's too good for this world.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's just a gay guy in a world that doesn't want him to be gay, and that
Trying to
fucking
make it
sucks.
work. Yeah.
That scene was great. For an episode with so much, child fighting and stabbing and incest, I think this might be my favorite one so far.
Me too.
Does he make it to the end of the episode?
I don't think so. Although I think the episode's almost over, so maybe he does?
I don't think so. I think we have another 20 minutes at least. This show's gonna have so many dragons on it, and I'm never gonna get sick of them.
No, yeah, never.
We could not marry unless Laenor were dead.
I know.
Oh, I thought that because Aegon had 2 wives, she was gonna have 2 husbands. I thought that's where this was headed.
What are you asking of me, my lord? A quick death. One with witnesses.
Oh, cool.
The king.
Why are you in my father's hall?
Then grant him this kindness. Set him free.
You forget yourself.
Cool.
My lord. This will cost Lord Corlys and Princess Rhaenys their only remaining child. And the realm will whisper that I was somehow responsible.
Very, very clever. I'm so happy for Laenor. This is the best thing for him.
To get burned alive?
No.
Oh.
Cool. I like this a lot.
They drink their blood? Wow. All right. Targaryens are fucking weird.
Fire and blood, babe.
I hope they waited a little bit at least.
You'd think if this was all about your claim, you'd want this wedding to be a bigger deal for the theatrics of it. The story, They get to go be boyfriends.
I was worried. I was like, no, Rhaenyra, no.
As soon as Daemon took out the other guy that like had his same shape and coloring, I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Let's go!
I mean, that guy still died, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
That was wild. Yeah, I think this is my favorite episode so far.
I think that is such a like fun ending to this episode. I think in like a dark way, obviously, but like I love the idea that at the moment when he is finally willing to put in the effort of actually being her husband, instead of just kind of like cavorting around, he realizes what he needs to do, right? And he sits down and submits to her in that way. Is in the moment where she realizes there's another option.
Yeah.
And it's such good specific storytelling.
Yeah.
That I'm really thrilled. This was a fantastic episode of television.
Yeah. They crushed it. Like the tension throughout the entire thing. Like it was just very cleverly laid out, and the information given to us in such a specific way that I'm wow.
Yeah.
Do you think in the book Fire and Blood that Laenor, it is implied that maybe he gets away, or is it like implicitly said? Like, do you think that the show like interpreted it one way?
I'd
be
have
super
no idea.
Curious to know.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back.
Oh, really?
Right? Like if I don't know. Like it could go either way. There's no. It's like it doesn't have to be one way or the other.
Yeah.
And so I think the value for the show is that they can go either way with it.
Yeah.
And the book might have. Like, so I don't know. I think that what they did here was very effective. I think this whole episode was very effective from the very beginning with the very extended funeral scene. Like, it was very slow, but there was so much visual information that was setting up where things are at.
Yes. How people are looking at one another and who's with who.
And the battle lines are really being drawn in a way that is so subtle but so obvious for the audience that I find it really brilliant.
It's really well done.
This show is remarkable.
I feel bad for Corlys and Rhaenys.
Oh God, yeah. They get screwed at every turn.
Yeah.
And like it's unfortunate that Rhaenys' story is getting screwed over.
Yeah.
By the realm and by her family and But yeah.
Talk about the gods not being kind, you know?
Viserys looks a little bit better this episode. He looks like he like last week he looked rough. This week he was in higher spirits weirdly at the funeral than last week I thought last week he was done for. This week he was like sick, but like, you know, he yelled a little bit. He had a little bit of fire and vigor in him.
Oh yeah, no, he's coming back, especially with this like whole plot at the end.
Well, so my understanding is that next week's episode 8, is the final the time jump between this episode and episode 8 is the final time jump of the show. And that the cast for all of the kids will be grown up next week. Oh. And that those actors will be the actors for the rest of the story.
Gotcha.
And so this is like the final moment with these kids, which is unfortunate. I felt like particularly the young boy who plays Aemond.
Yeah.
I think he is a fantastic little actor. Like, he is really good. He plays so many different emotions at the same time in a way that I find really, really wonderful. He is what season 1 Arya Stark was to me in terms of acting quality.
Yeah.
And I'm a little sad that he's gonna not be playing Aemond moving forward, because I find him thrilling and charismatic on screen.
Oh, 1,000%.
That's not to say the other kids aren't doing a great job. I thought the kid acting in this episode was
awesome, but he stood out. You know.
Yeah, he stood out.
And like that's like he had a hard job and it was very impressive. Like, and the kids like fighting scene was done like horrific, but done in a way that wasn't like cheesy and stuff. You know, like you remember how in Obi-Wan the like chase scene with little Leia is absolutely bonkers?
I don't think it's that bad. I just think it's the bad. Editing of it's bad.
Sure.
I don't think the way that chase is shot is bad. It's really just that the editing. There's a couple shots that linger too long and it looks weird. Yeah.
It was very silly. Whereas this was brutal, but you know it's done in a safe way. They weren't
afraid.
Right?
I really appreciate that they didn't shy away from how brutal it is just because they're kids.
Yeah.
Like they were like, no, this kid gets stabbed in the eye, like it's or cut in the eye. I will also say that they very clearly shot that in a way that tells the story of how it's their mother's fault that this happened. And I find that excellent storytelling to set up where the future of this family feud goes.
Yeah.
Because we were talking last week about the kids, and I was like, it's interesting that these kids don't hate each other just because their moms do. And the subtle shift between that and this week, where now those kids are never going to be on the same side ever again, right?
Yeah.
Because of this one moment. And I think that this episode does a really good job of continuing to splinter this family at every generational level into these two sides, the greens and the reds, or the blacks. I don't know. It's the one side is clearly the greens.
Yeah.
So we have to be very careful what colors we wear on the show from now on.
I'm gonna say neutral.
No, absolutely not. Allison was like, my kid lost an eye. I want an adult to go take that child's eye out of his
You're
face.
right. I can't wear green anymore.
It's funny because our lights are green right now. Fuck Allison. That was insane.
Yeah.
And like, look, I get it. She's going through a lot. But like,
I don't get
everyone else is like kind of on board for being a family. And Allison is causing so much of the splintering because
Otto sucks.
Well, and she is genuinely scared that her son is going to be put in like the crosshairs.
Yeah.
Of the succession question, right?
Which is funny because she's making it worse.
And because Aegon doesn't want to be king, which makes it so much more interesting, right? Because he's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And his mom's like, no.
You have to care. Yeah.
I was so glad to see Corlys back and Rhaenys. I love them both. The scene between the two of them, where she's
in the fire at the front of the fire. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, they're
she's
both
right?
They're both right and they're both wrong
Yeah.
in different ways that are complicated and human. And I was like, oh my God, I totally get this.
And Corlys managing to find love in his heart for those two boys, I thought he's really telling about the kind of man that he is, right?
Yeah.
And
even though he was the one who was like, no, my son's not gay. And she's like, dude, open your eyes. Like,
but he's still finding a level of acceptance for that in a way that I really appreciated about this episode. I'm glad the gays got away so that they don't have to deal with all the straight nonsense.
Yeah.
May they find Fire Island and live there happily. It's a fun place. It is a place where you can go to have a good time.
All right, let's
clothing optional.
Clothing should always be optional.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm really. Look, do I think that some of the lighting in this episode was a little bit much? Yes. I think that the lack of. But other than that, that's like my only complaint.
Yeah, I will go off of what you said at the end with the wedding being like kind of like a very private affair. Does seem strange with only both of their like children being present.
If that's a wedding, I don't. That might not be a wedding. That might be some other Targaryen thing. Right?
Maybe it's like a pre-ritual kind of thing where they like seal themselves and then they get married in the eyes of the.
That might be that might be a betrothal.
Yeah.
That would actually be interesting if that was the betrothal, right?
Yeah.
But who knows?
But you said we're getting a time jump next week, so we're not going to actually get the wedding if that's not it.
I don't think it's a huge time jump, but I think it's just to get the kids out of puberty.
Yeah,
Which
so
could
the
be
youngest
4 years,
one
right?
is like 8. So it's going to have to be like 8
No, none of them are 8.
Yeah.
That boy's not
her
8 years
little
old. That boy's at least 11. Her youngest son is at least 11.
No, I feel like
An
her older
8-year-old
son is 12 and her younger son is like 8 or 9.
There's no way there's 4 years between those kids.
Really?
No.
It's like a foot height difference.
Yeah, but that's just puberty.
But neither of them have hit puberty yet.
The older one has. He's definitely in the beginning of it. Those kids can't be under 10. If they were under 10, they would be so much smaller.
I think they are both younger than Aegon and Aemond.
I do love that we are arguing about like ages.
Well,
that are unclear.
Yeah.
We're like trying to determine what these fictional characters who could say any age.
Yeah. You know what? Chat will tell us in the comments because chat has read the book. So
I'm just saying we could go back and forth on this one for a long time. True. And we don't know, right?
It's just, to me, they definitely look very young. So I wonder what that time jump is going to be.
I think that you don't spend time around kids because we don't like children. And I think that your idea of what an 8-year-old looks like is skewed here. That boy does not look 8 years old.
Yeah, okay.
They're young, but yeah, they're going to be older.
Okay.
I don't think we'll see the wedding on screen, and that just might not have been the wedding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, well, if that's not the wedding, we don't get it. But that's fine. I don't need it.
I
we
would
know
like
what
to
happens.
see one wedding in Westeros that actually like.
Well, they cut the
goes
Alicent
well.
wedding. No, they cut it because it goes well, and
Yeah.
it's boring, right?
All right. Is there anything we need to anything else we need to talk about?
No.
We'll see you next week. If you like this episode, like and subscribe to the channel. That's right. This is the Nerdy Nightly. If you dislike the episode, you can hit that dislike button. Leave mean comments down below because the algorithm god, she's hungry. And we've got to feed her. In this episode, that algorithm god is Vhagar. Because we cannot come up with enough food for that giant freaking dragon. It's crazy.
He's got to eat a lot.
It's so big. It's so large.
Large.
If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
And as always, y'all, do something nerdy tonight.
Bye, guys.
Man, do something nerdy, yes.